Hey, Rod here. I'm on my way down to the end of Grandeur Lake for an overnighter. About a 650 meter hike. I got everything on my back and I have a cooler. I've got my inflatable and paddles and my life jacket also with me. So I'm pretty loaded. Well, that took me almost 18 minutes. Oh, that was tough. I don't know how heavy that pack is, but it's probably 70 pounds. Well, that's everything I brought in with me. All that stuff was in the pack. And then I have the cooler with extra stuff, my fishing rod. I didn't bring many lures, but those are my go-to lures, so if I can't catch anything with those, I won't catch anything. Okay, I got everything set up. Here's my hammock. Hammock, stay wild. So I got my sleeping bag in there and a couple of pillows. There's my toilet kit. My platypus gravity water filter. I just put it on, it's about half done. My cooking stuff. Clothes and various things. My chair and my little table. Underneath the tarp, my Packraft with all my fishing stuff. This thing is great. And this is the end of Grandeur Lake. And over there, there's a little beaver dam. And there's a small lake just up there. Lots of bass in it. So Grandeur Lake is between Trout Lake and Marshland Lake. But this is all in the, I'll call it the Depot Lake chain. It starts off Depot Lake, goes into Trout Lake, goes into Grandeur Lake, and goes into Marshland Lake. And I think that eventually goes into Eston Lake. My cooler. It's not going to get things really cold, but it'll be cool. Let's see if I can catch a bass for dinner. Little smallmouth bass, it's like the same size as the lure. My first fish on Grandeur Lake. I want your big brother. Hey, it's a centimeter longer than the lure. Well, I've been out for a couple hours and I've hooked two little guys. I got one in the boat and one jumped and got off. So I'm going to take a break, and then a bit later I'll hike into that other little lake and see if I can't catch a bass. Okay, we got a short little portage. I think it's about like 60 meters. This boat is so light. Okay, here we are. It's always a bit difficult getting into this thing. And rough. Well, nothing so far. The last couple days the weather's got really warm. In fact, we've had heat warnings lately. So I'm just wondering if that's unbalanced the fish. Well, it's 6 o'clock. Gets dark about 8:30. No fish. I put in 4 or 5 hours of fishing. A few little bites. I caught one little one. It's a good thing I'm not fishing to eat. I got some beef stew that I'll have a little bit later. I'm just going to sit down and enjoy the view. Drink a little bit of white wine. I had about 4 swims today. It's been like 30 degrees, which is warm for this time of year. It was like 22, 23, even lower than that last week or so, so it's really gotten warm. I'm guessing that's why the fish weren't biting. Well, that's a pretty big bowl of stew. You wait for a little bit of the white gas to get in the bottom. And then you turn the stove off. And you light this. It warms up, and once the flame is almost gone, then you actually turn it on. There you go. Now you can turn it on. Whoa! Whoa! Rodney! See if I can save some of that. Whoa! Glad I didn't lose too much. I guess a lot has to be said about cooking on a level surface. Ooh, that's hot. But you're going to have to wait a bit for it to cool down. I spent the day at this spot yesterday. I just hiked in and just did a bit of swimming. It was Labor Day Monday, so it was a public holiday. And in the 5 hours I was here, I saw 2 fishing boats come in. I haven't seen anybody or anything today. School starts tomorrow, so all the kids are back at school. This is good, but it's sure hot. This would actually be better in colder weather. It's like 29 or 30 degrees right now still, and it's 6:31. What a great view from my dining room. Okay, so it's in the safety position. Pull it all the way back and let go. Good morning. It is 4:45. It poured last night from 9 p.m. to 10. It's cleared up, but there's still a lot of water dripping off the trees and stuff, and everything is wet. It really poured. Anyway, I figured since it is clear now, they're calling for thunder showers a little bit later. I figured since it is clear, this would be a good time to get up and start packing stuff up. I got the coffee going. That's the first priority. Once I get a coffee in me, I'll start packing things away. Well, I got everything from my hammock except the tarp packed away. First coffee of the day. Oh, it's a really peaceful morning at the moment. It is calm as anything. I see clouds are starting to roll in. So I think it is a good thing that I've decided to wake up early and get packed up, because I can see it being raining in a little while. I mean, last night it came on really suddenly. It was completely clear, and then literally as soon as I went to bed, it clouded over and just poured. I mean, it really poured. I got a little bit damp because my my tarp on my hammock was actually touching part of my hammock, and right where it was touching, the water was leaking through the tarp. I was trying to figure out, it's never leaked on me before. Do I have holes in my tarp? And then I got up and took a look at it, and I raised the tarp up so it didn't touch, and after that it was fine. Well, it's 6 o'clock. I'm all packed up. Everything is wet, so I'm going to have to dry everything when I get home. it won't be sunrise for another 45 minutes, so it's probably gonna still be dark by the time I get back to the car. So I won't be doing any videoing. Well, I'm back at the car. It's 6:25. It took me less than 25 minutes. I'm glad I was familiar with that trail because in the dark I had to stop a few times and figure out which way the trail went, especially at the beginning by the lake. The trail's not blazed. About halfway through it's a bit more obvious because ATVs have been on it a long time ago, so there's ruts. Anyway, I got an easy drive out of here. Worked up a good sweat. I mean, I've got shorts and a t-shirt on under the rain suit, but the rain suit doesn't breathe particularly well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and until I see you again, take care now. Oh, by the way, it's really clouded up and it looks like it's going to rain pretty soon. Anyway, see you later.